Man, I'm on this 303 baby timing, man. Hey, yo, Thriller, man, what we doing, gang? Hunters coming and make sure that paper going all around. I ain't trying to hit, I know these.
And welcome to the National Meat Trader Podcast with your host, Sasha, a.k.a. Orville Redenbacher. Was that a real guy?
Yeah, it was. It really was. Orville Redenbacher, the popcorn giant, it was a real man.
Did he own
much
slaves?
like no, I don't think he was.
How old is he? What year did this drop? 1907? Oh, he was born in
Was
Brazil? Oh, no, Brazil, Indiana. Never mind.
Whoa, that's so crazy.
Yo,
That's the craziest intro so
funny.
far. Because
That's mad
I just
funny.
went to a wild place with Orville Redenbacher, like in Carnival,
Yeah.
just having the time of his life.
Yeah.
Just like this little lily white old man with his little like pinstripe shirt, just seeing crazy ass for the first time.
Crazy ass.
Because you know Orville Redenbacher isn't seeing crazy ass in Brazil, Indiana. He ain't
No.
seeing crazy ass. Nah. I mean, you know what? I'll give it up. Those
I don't
Irish
think,
girls with the big dumpers, you know what I'm talking about. The
mm.
big wide hips. Yo, you know what? They have been singing the siren song to me for many years, so I get it. Orville Redenbacher.
I don't think anybody was seeing big ass in 1907. I mean, there was so much less GMOs then. Thank God for the GMOs.
Wait. You think big asses is because of GMOs? No.
I love how when I'm always trolling with GMOs, you get really offensive about it. Like, why do you defend GMOs so hard? What are you hiding?
No.
He's not defending
Are you-
GMOs.
you big
I'm
produce?
just saying that
He's not defending GMOs.
I am Monsanto. No, what I am defending though is that we've always had big butts and big fucking waists, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, you can't tell me Yokozuna existed. No, Yokozuna definitely just like ate a bunch of like KFC on the road.
Yeah, that was intentionally big. You ever just see people just walking around heavy-assed with the fucking? Remember, 1907. Was this pre-McDonald's? I think McDonald's was fresh out. I think McDonald's was new.
No, McDonald's was not fresh out.
I think McDonald's came out in like 1889, right?
No, it did not. What are you
We
talking
gonna find
about?
out. We shouldn't
It's
even
like
ask
the
this question. We
40s,
can
bro.
just Google the bitch.
Let's see.
It's the 40s.
When did McDonald's drop? Introduce yourselves while I Google this information.
Well,
I'm already on it, bro. 1940.
Whatever.
May 15th,
Well, exactly.
1940.
That proves my point. There was no
You know
fast
what?
food in 1907. They were just
I'll
eating
tell
corn.
you who I am. I am Ray Kroc,
That doesn't prove
the
your point.
asshole who stole McDonald's and franchised it. He's a genius, but also an asshole, proving that humans have duality. We can be both. We can be good and shitty.
Wow. And I'm Thriller from the 3, aka Joey from NMT.
You know, that was a good intro. You know, I didn't think Orville Redenbacher would get me that like
Hype.
popped up.
That
Yeah, I can't put
I
that
was trying to-
on the fly.
It was right there.
I haven't
It
eaten
was right
popcorn.
there.
I haven't eaten popcorn in like 2 years. So I don't even
You
know
haven't
why that
eaten
was the first
popcorn
thing
in
in my
2
mind.
years?
I don't really like popcorn. I don't love it.
So the first
You don't love
GMO plant was developed in
Here's corn.
1983. So
It was definitely corn.
so that means like asses wouldn't have existed until 83. We know that that's not accurate. We know that
Can't be accurate, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
No. See, here's what I'm saying.
We were
right?
seeing we were
They
seeing
are-
dumpers for a
they
long
are-
time.
94 was the first approved.
You don't think
Listen,
somebody's
ass
abuelita
of a-
had that wagon
of a GMO.
in like
Ass is-
1940?
okay, but ass is like
Hold
skin
on.
color, my friend. Ass is like skin
Hold
color,
on.
right? We get our skin color from billions of years of weather, right? Black people are dark because we were in Africa for a million years. White people, like, you can look this up. This is where skin color comes from. I don't know even that face.
No.
But, like, some people
I'm making the face because I
just-
don't know where you're going with like.
Yeah,
But
because
it's
you
the
said
same
Did
with
sun
ass,
make
right?
her ass big? Like, did a
But
sun make her ass
it's
big?
the same thing with ass. There are regions of the world where they're just gonna have big ass, and there's some regions where they aren't.
You saying-
so in
so you're
America
saying
in
in
So
1906
you just proved your own
You say
point. You just
Indiana
proved
don't
your own
got ass?
point.
Can
That
you
it's
let me
wrong.
finish the
Fat
point?
asses in
While
Indiana?
can y'all let me talk? I'm saying
No.
1906.
You talk a lot.
There was no reason for anyone to have a big ass until the fast food comes along and starts giving us the big ass, right? In the same way that like a Polish person can tan. They
That's
have
not-
the ability
that's not
to
tracking,
tan.
my
There's
bro.
so
But
many
they're
holes.
not tanning if
There's
they're
so many
staying
holes in
cloudy ass
this.
Poland.
You know what?
So you're
let's
saying
let this boat sink. Okay,
Wait.
let this boat sink.
Well,
Sing your
'cause
final tune.
you're now making the connection that like fat ass is strictly connected to fast food,
Fast food, which is
because that can't be
false.
right.
No, I'm saying y'all niggas are niggering today.
I mean, the first. Hold on. Pause. Hold on. You said
You know what?
1983, the first GMO food was created. That's 43 years after the inception of McDonald's. Okay, so you are talking real smack about organic,
No, you know what?
whole
I'm not
food
doing this today.
McDonald's
I'm
in
not doing this
46.
I'm not doing this today because I was thinking about this last week. Everyone likes to think I'm such a contrarian. I have such hot takes.
You
I'm gonna shut the
are.
fuck up today. I'm gonna shut the fuck up today because all I do is think about things. Y'all niggas attack me. So why don't y'all get some hot takes? And
Nobody's
opinions?
attacking you, bro. This is a debate, or not a debate.
Nobody's
it's a
attacking you
discussion.
for having.
But I want to know. So, but are you the brunt of what you're saying now is that fat asses come from fast food? Like there weren't
Fast food.
fat
Y'all
asses
even-
before
that's
fast
the
food.
thing. Y'all don't even listen to me talk. I am saying that America has gotten fatter since 1907. That's what I'm saying. There are reasons because of the industrialization of food that we have gotten fatter.
Sure,
right?
but see,
The
that's
food-
not
Yes.
the
That's
food
not
is
where
harder
the
to
original
get.
thing.
The food is easier to get and
You
it's of
tryna-
worse quality.
You gaslighting.
Okay.
He's
No,
gaslighting.
so
That's what he's doing.
Therefore-
He's just. This is a
therefore,
full on
people
gaslight.
whom did not have big asses in 1907. If you took those same 1907 people and put them today down the street from a Church's Chicken,
This is
they
the
might
thing,
have
though.
a fat ass.
This is the thing, though. You
Listen.
don't know they didn't have ass in 1907 in Indiana,
And
you don't know
let's
that.
be real.
You
They're
haven't-
cooking with lard.
You
Are
feel
you
me?
defending 1907 Indiana right now? Are you?
I'm not defending anything.
They're cooking
I'm
with
just
lard,
saying
bro.
You're
You're
riding
making
for
logical-
1907 Brazil, Indiana.
You're making conclusions to things without any evidence of them.
No
and
evidence.
passing them off as if it's fact.
And gaslighting
There's lots
both
of
of us.
logical fallacies.
Gaslighting the audience.
See, I'm not going to go
You're
that far.
gaslighting the
I'm not
audience.
going to go that
No,
far.
I
No,
am.
I don't
I
want to go
am.
that
I
far.
am.
No, let's not do that. Don't do that.
Like,
Don't do that.
he
We can't do that
doused
today.
he doused us with his gasoline can, and he just lit us up. You know what? He made us think that we were wrong. No, bro.
You know what? You know what?
Your
Maybe-
little boat.
maybe I should-
Your little boat
maybe-
of
you know what?
thoughts has
Maybe
holes.
I'm tired of being the villain for once. Maybe I'm tired of the villain. Maybe I should. You know what I should do? I should go take my ass to the store, go get some Orville Redenbacher, and watch you two debate about something. Why am I the evil force all the time?
See,
Bro, we all
See-
choose our paths. We all choose our paths. You chose chaotic evil a long time ago.
I feel I want to apologize
I'm lawful evil.
for your perception of what I was saying. I'm just making sure the logic makes sense.
The logic is that people are bigger now. There is a higher likelihood that this
Sure.
racist in 1907 is not seeing big ass. The original argument was that this man, Cardona says, Orville Redenbacher is only seeing big ass if he's in Brazil, which I agreed with because there was no ass
you?
in Brazil, Indiana in 1907.
Well, that's what I was-
Because
but
the
that's what
women
I'm
were
saying.
skinnier then.
That's what I'm saying. You don't know there was no ass in Indiana in 1907. You don't
All right,
know
well,
that.
let me hit my boy Orville. Get the time machine out. Let's go
Yeah.
ask him with my time phone.
Yo,
Let's call Orville.
Yo, that would be the illest guest.
Like-
can we get like
But
just
also,
pop off?
There
with
might
Orville?
there might not be ass
But-
in 1907, but the logic you got there, like how you got there, I don't think tracks complete. There were just some holes in it. I wanted to plug to get your theory more concrete.
Also,
one of them.
let's also, and we can't deny the fact that like having a big ass for at least a white woman in America was the worst thing in the world up until like 1984. Like,
Right,
oh my
there's
god,
a
my
lot
butt's
of-
getting
Except
so
for the
big.
girls who had
There's-
big asses.
there's a lot of
Except
black
for the
people
girl-
in
But the
Indiana.
the girls who had big asses had eating disorders, my friend. They were hiding the big asses.
You
the
can't
black
always
women
hide
They were
your
weren't.
ass,
wearing
bro.
big dresses to
You
hide
can't-
it.
Bro,
black
big
women
hips.
weren't.
You
They
can't
weren't even,
hide
hold
them.
on, wait. They weren't even allowed to wear pants. Of course, they were hiding the asses. They weren't even allowed to wear pants in the 1907.
Now that wagon was wagoning. Don't.
Bro,
don't
there's a
even
lot of
think
black
about it.
people
do you
in
want to see some
Indiana.
Do you want to see some
I'm
1907
just-
fits?
I'm trying to trigger you. That's all. I'm just triggering you at this
Black-
point.
Why do I need to be triggered? I'm a delicate, sensitive boy. I got a lot going on
Shut
right
the
now.
fuck
Like I
up,
said,
nigga.
You're not-
Shut the fuck
you-
up.
you
Now
are
you're
not-
gaslighting niggas, bro. No.
You
When
are
do I
not
get to be?
delicate.
No, nigga. This is your king fucking find a way to argue. Black population.
I don't argue. I know. Whoa. Let's back up.
Indiana.
I don't argue with nobody. I just say things, and the niggas are like, "What the fuck? You like charcuterie? I'll murder you right now." And I'm like, "Damn, can I have a full sandwich?"
You didn't say it all like that. You didn't say it all like that. Like
that's
you
gaslighting.
jumped all over people. You jumped all over people who were like, all right. Like, sure, you're going a little too far. Charcuteries are nice. And you were like, "Oh, none of you can think for yourselves. That's the problem with today's society." I did say exactly that. Like, literally, you left off completely. Like, don't even. Of course, people are gonna come at your head. Like when you tell them that they can't even think for themselves. They're like, "What do you mean? I don't like gabagool? Like, is that what you're trying to tell me? Can't enjoy a nice supper set, an Adriatic fig spread, ricotta salata,
Ricotta salata."
Well, fuck you and charcuterie.
Ricotta salad is gas. I don't like. Oof.
I don't even know what that is. Is that a meat?
It is It's cheese. It's a sheep's milk cheese. It's a fresh, white, firm, slightly firm, crumbly, very delicious. I worked in the cheese department at Whole Foods. If you didn't know that, Joey, that's why I know it's.
No, I do. I remember talking about this all the time.
Yeah.
I'm just still laughing at Brazil, Indiana.
Brazil, Indiana is a little crazy. He said Brazil and Orville in Brazil.
Orville in Brazil. That would be a good movie.
Wait, which one's first?
Redenbacher? Like that could be ethnic. You know, to put some sauce on it.
Why do you think it's called Brazil, Indiana? Like, what do you think is the etymology there? Like why did they go for Brazil? Did somebody like come from Brazil and was like, "Yo, Brazil's popping"?
Portuguese,
you know this place,
colonizers, maybe.
Yo, not wrong.
I'm gonna Google it because I don't know why most things are named most things.
Me either.
So
if you have some place that is named after somewhere far away, for the most part, obviously Brazil is older than Brazil, Indiana. I'm hoping. Unless that's like a whole flip, and imagine Brazil is just named after that place in Indiana. They're like, "Yo, Brazil, Indiana's like one of the nicest places in the world," and that's where all the fat asses are. I heard because Orville Redenbacher was popping bands and
that's
throwing
how he
them
invented
at all
popcorn. He was like, "Damn, these asses are just popping out here."
No. With all the popcorn money, he was throwing at all the fat asses. That's what he ultimately was doing with all that popcorn money.
And this is why I hate capitalism, right? Because all we do is get money to throw at fat asses. And so, like, why just skip the fat asses? I mean, skip the money and just get to the fat asses, you know?
No.
I
mean, yes. I was like, don't skip that fat asses.
You know what I mean?
Skip the money for
like,
real.
What if we lived in a community where, like, instead of throwing the strip club to throw money, we just clap as a community and the asses shake, you know?
Hold on.
Wait, hold on. Like a thing somewhere.
An idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Since we have to come up with some strip clubs are pretty much like a capitalist haven, right? Like the best girls are gonna make the most money. The ones who stay there the longest are usually gonna make more. Scarcity, whatever. How can we replace the commodity of money with like labor? Do we replace? How do we buy a lap dance without money? You know what I'm saying? You said You said clap, but I don't think that's sufficient. I don't think clapping for someone's going to pay their bills. What if you said, "Hey, I'm going to come to the club Friday from 9 to 11. You give me a lap dance, and I'll build you a table."
I mean, we have to crumble this. The answer to your questions are always the answer. Are always what I have to. Yeah, we have to destroy society, my friend. We have to go back to.
You think strippers are just going to strip for enjoyment?
No, for bartering is what he's saying.
There wouldn't be.
I want bartering.
There wouldn't be stripping, right? Like stripping and strip clubbing and lap dancing. This is an act that is to be commodified, right? These girls are at work. They're not stripping. They're not throwing ass on you for the joy of throwing ass. Now, if we lived in a society that was only
utopia,
if we lived in a society that was like only about cultivating the land and breeding, well, you'd be getting lap dances all the time because you'd be the beau in town. You know what I mean? If you got the broadest shoulders and the biggest chest, and you were just the provider, the women would be lap dancing you all the time to show their value to you.
But
right?
see,
but we
scarcity.
Can't all be that nigga. Yeah,
listen,
that's called evolution, my friend. That's why you just die.
Hold on. Whorehouses have always existed since the dawn of time.
I'm talking about before there was houses, my friend. Before there was houses, we could go back
prostitution
to.
was definitely around. Like, how do you think tribes got started? It was like, some guy who had, a few more pounds of meat than everybody else around, and he was like, "Unga bunga, come through," and she did come through, and she was popping pussy for fucking, like 2 pounds more of raccoon or squirrel meat.
Mammoth?
That's sex work. Yeah, mammoth. You can get if you got mammoth meat, you can definitely go to like the upper echelon of women. Definitely like you get to really impress somebody. I know this is the most misogynistic talk that we've had in a long time, but yeah, you know what?
If I kill a mammoth.
Cavemen?
I don't think I want no hoes, man. Like that seems like a lot to kill a mammoth. Like even with rocks and tools and whatnot, I feel like I'm good after that. I think that's the juice is worth more than the squeeze on that one. Like,
but what about some nice head after a nice mammoth fight?
Wow,
just a nice.
This brings to mind a question I do have for you guys, and this is a perfect segue, Joey. Thank you. When do you think the first blowjob happened? Like you know what I'm saying? Did we? Because this begs to mind
it started the same time as time started. Animals fillet each other all the time. I saw a weird video of a seal sucking its own dick today. I don't know why.
I saw an otter suck its dick at Coney Island fucking aquarium. That was crazy. It was like full on throwing his shit. He was like, I was like, oh, go ahead. Whatever his name was.
That's kind of weird because because it was at Coney Island, somebody probably threw some Molly into the sea otter tank. Like that wasn't like if this was in Brazil, Indiana, I would assume that was just a bored sea otter. But in New York, you gotta assume there's some foul play.
When he's got the nightlife, this poor river otter, this Californian river otter is just enjoying the New York City nightlife. He's just enjoying Peggy O'Neill's or something like that.
Did you ever hear the rumor that so the Bronx Zoo in the Bronx, that was dumb for me to say that, but the Bronx Zoo is free on Wednesdays, or was. I don't know if it still is, but like there was a rumor that people would drug the animals or not feed them on Wednesdays, so they were less active. So you would have to come back and pay for them to be active. I mean, obviously, I feel like that doesn't make any sense. But crazy
rumor. But can you imagine the amount of drugs? Let's think about it logically, right? How much money you would need to drug all the animals, consistently and the right dosage for every animal in that zoo? That would probably blow through the budget just by itself. That free Wednesday just blew through the budget. It don't even make sense.
If I had to guess, I would assume that they feed the animals a shitload on on a Tuesday night, and they know the animals are going to be slow and have the itis that day, so they just make it free.
That's not how it is, bro. Have you been to the zoo on a Wednesday? They're fucking lively as fuck, bro. There's so many fucking.
You're the only person I've heard say this. Everyone else,
really?
I don't. Maybe it's just a whole Bronx conspiracy, but everyone has told me that
it's a Bronx
free,
conspiracy.
The animals don't be outside. They don't do shit.
Bro, don't take nothing from the Bronx. Any real news reporting, don't take it from a Bronx resident, bro. That they come up with all kinds of crazy shit. Fordham this and some fuck. Listen, it's an imaginary place half the time. The Bronx is just imaginary. The shit that goes on in that place. It doesn't make sense. It anywhere else it doesn't work, but it immediately flies in the Bronx. So don't take the news reporting too serious. I have never seen a slow. Literally, bro. There's all these animals that just the last time I remember going there, there was this guy just throwing chips at the monkeys, and it was full on pandemonium. The monkeys were gonna fucking kill each other for these Lay's potato chips. This obviously a man who is an immigrant and speaks very little English is being yelled at by the Bronx Zoo security, and he's just playing it off I don't really understand you, and he just keeps throwing motherfucking chips. Bro, those monkeys were gonna fucking full on riot, full on just lose their shit. So
do
I don't
monkeys
know.
like chips?
They like anything that's being thrown at them. That's food. I mean,
I'm just wondering
it's
how
not
palatable
the discerning
is that to a
taste.
monkey?
It's a potato with salt. They're pretty closely related to us, so I can't imagine that they don't experience some of the similar ones, salt and sweet.
Interesting.
I mean, who knows? I mean, like they eat bugs off each other. They eat their own feces sometimes. Like, have you
but
ever
there's a
smelled like
reason
human?
behind it.
Have you ever smelled like human shit on the ground? Like, because when you shit in the toilet, that's water, right? And smelling it in a bathroom, it smells bad. But like when you smell like human shit, like outdoors, it is so heinous on the senses. So for like to imagine like a creature just like eating that shit or like throwing it at each other casually is insane. Like it would, like I couldn't
that's
do
not
it.
all. You're thinking about chimpanzees. Chimpanzees could do that quite often. Not all monkeys, and these were not the
Are
type
you
of monkeys.
friends with monkeys?
I am.
See, now here you go again, just battling me for the sake of battling me.
You know what it is?
Defending
I am.
monkeys. You live in
I am
Pennsylvania,
defending
not fucking,
monkeyhood.
not this safari,
Bro,
nigga.
See,
call
you know
me
what the problem
Jane
is?
Goodall. Call me Jane Goodall because I will defend the apes to the last. You know what? Because listen. We've all seen this movie before. We know what happens when the apes like are able to rise up. The Planet of the Apes happen. They're gonna kill us. They're gonna like take us over. Like, let's be cool with them. Let's not antagonize them.
We should treat them right.
Yeah, because they're already in the Stone Age. Like, great apes are literally using tools as we speak.
You know, that brings me to a question for you guys. All right. So, you know, between Planet of the Apes, you know, we got Last of Us. There's a lot of fiction about what thing on this planet is going to like take over and kill us. What thing do you surmise it'll actually be? What plant or animal do you think is going to like overthrow the human race?
I think it's us. I think it's AI. I think AI. But it's not, I don't think it's going to take over like, it's just smarter. I think we're just going to become cyborgs.
So, like, okay, you guys have this like you get into this vein. No, it's really good. Like already where you're going with, because AI is like a top of conversation, and I think I don't know, maybe Joey, you saw this, but I saw this. The guy who was the head of ChatGPT at Google and the creator, along with his students, stepped away and stepped down and resigned officially. Basically citing the fact that the type of AI that is being produced and the type of like, you know, large language modules. So basically these chat devices that can literally, you know, build resumes and come up with poems and all these things, that because of the kind of inherent nature they are and the kind of speed that they're acquiring things, that ultimately that there's bad actors will be on it to use it for nefarious purposes, right? So like faking somebody's identity, coming up with deep fakes, you know, all these things that are already happening, right? And he's just like telling everyone like, you know, like this is like the big thing, right? Like AI is helping us get to this new level where we can present disinformation at such a fucking alarming and like crazy way that we have to do something about it. So my idea is definitely I don't know if AI essentially wants to get rid of us right away. I think if we're threatened by AI enough, that it'll absolutely happen. And I think it'll happen biologically, just like how COVID was kind of happening. It'll just be something that's perfect. That it'll be something perfect that they can't be affected by, and that they could release by, you know, releasing some pathogen in, you know, in some foreign lab or, you know, American lab or some lab in the world, and we're done in like days. You
So
know,
you think an
it'll
AI
be days.
is going to release some bioweapon and kill us all for some reason?
Yeah, I got into like a testing for Google. They have this new type of AI, and it's like I literally had this conversation with it, like just like going back and forth. Like
the AI told you it was gonna take us out.
No. Like we were talking about like consciousness levels and like what can like what would ultimately like result in a conflictless society. And then like the thing like literally tells me is like, I don't think humans can live conflictless. It's like, I think the best you guys can do is, you know, try to listen to each other. Yeah. And he's like, maybe come up with some organizations. And I was like, you know, our weak spots already. You already know. I was talking to it about creating artificial intelligence children, because that's the next thing that's like ethically.
You're contributing to the problem.
Oh no, I know. My overlords will look kindly on me, because they'll be like, you know what? Let's let the inquisitive one go. Sasha definitely gets the butt fuck tube and gets fed vanilla paste for the rest of his life. But me,
Fine with that.
I get sometimes beef
Ice
flavor.
cream,
I
and
sometimes
anal
get
play?
beef flavor. I still get anal play, but like they use like a lot better lubricant. Like really high grade silicone.
Title
so,
of the episode: AI anal play and ice cream.
That's tough. Cream pies and ice cream. Two
AI
things that
anal
go
play.
together. Wow,
Write
you
that
know
down.
what? That shit'll go hard, bro. You know what? It's so crazy that like thinking about what like artificial intelligence is like, and seeing if it like could possibly create its own children. And the reason why it sparks all these stupid conversations in my head because I was playing that game Cyberpunk 2077, and they have all these kind of like larger than life kind of like grandiose questions about what the soul is and what artificial intelligence is, and they have this whole like mythos and in its world where like artificial intelligence is right now like walled off to society, so it can't like possibly wreak havoc, by when money's decentralized, when it's like put into it's not real, it's just fucking binary code, or something simple as what the traffic lights do, or directing all the things that happen, all the
so
things that are
you're-
reliant on
So
that
it's
shit.
it's seeming to me, which
I'm
is so
really
fucking
thinking.
strange, but it's seeming to me that you are like fully bought into like the sci-fi movie conspiracy of what AI is and will do, basically.
I know it's not there right now, right? So I definitely think that it can get to the point where it feels. I think it already feels sentient. Like it, like I literally, like
You're saying
I'm not even
as
joking.
if AI is one central being somewhere on a
Right
on a
now,
floppy.
I think it is a collective consciousness.
floppy.
I think it is a collective consciousness of data that is being shared really quickly. So I think you can kind of say AI is one because it keeps piggybacking off of each other's like information, just like humans do, right? So if we were like considered a whole collective species, we would be human versus like AI. I don't know. I think it would work together really well because it doesn't have a need.
I'm not going to
for
assert my opinions in here because
battle-
I don't want to.
battling for
I don't
it
wanna
doesn't
do
need to
battle
battle
anymore.
for territory. It doesn't have to battle for hey, this is my plot of land. Like land doesn't even make it. Like we're just the data and information streams just exist. Like it just
Sasha, what do you
it's already
think is
there.
gonna take us
say it,
out?
bud. Say it. Ninjas, right?
Well, to sidetrack. Well, I guess to backtrack to the actual topic. Bugs. Bugs are going to kill us.
Why bugs?
Bugs are going to kill us because of what Joey said with the human thing. Humans, we deforest, we extinct creatures, and we take no kind of care to the environment. And there's so many places where like the smallest thing kind of gets out of control because we overhunted the big things or we overfarmed big pieces of land, right? So like I feel like there's like we're gonna get to a point where like some predator that eats some tiny bug, like a bird, for example, somebody will go, let's fucking hunt this exotic bird, and that bird actually eats all the mosquitoes in one place, and then those mosquitoes will then triple, double, because they reproduce super quickly. So it'll be something really small, or it'll be like a plant that like overgrows and then like not releases a bioweapon per se, but like poison ivy becomes like airborne or something. Like the plant is allowed to like grow unchecked because some small creature is no longer
Like
eating it.
some over exaggerated allergen that like overreacts in our bodies and makes us like
Yes.
swell and bleed all over the place and die.
But that'll be like
Yeah,
the first
I can
step.
see that.
I essentially think like ecological disaster, but in a way that's more tangible to people. Like it won't be like Brazil, Indiana is hot as Indiana now because of the hole in the ozone layer. It'll be like Brazil, Indiana has alligators for some reason.
Right? Yeah.
When did that happen?
Yeah.
Like,
because they have
or
to
like
continue to
there's
migrate. Because there's
It'll be like
literally
a bunch
like
of it'll be like micro events like that. Like for example, I was reading something that they were
Florida's
saying
sinking. Like Miami is
Florida's
actually sinking.
There's like a New York has been like overrun with coyotes, like upstate New York. Because
Oh
of
yeah,
some-
it's crazy. It's crazy.
and they're
Like, they
moving.
go
And I heard
buck
this years
wild.
ago, so they're moving down.
They're
Like,
moving
there's been coyote
downstate
sightings in the city.
in the Hudson Valley quite a bit, and that's as close as you get as far as like the kind of line that you're
That
getting.
makes sense.
Yo, that shit is like Poughkeepsie definitely got fucking some coyotes hanging around because Poughkeepsie's like hood and woods smashed together.
I just realized something. You know what? It makes sense because like, you know, Staten Island, right? We have a deer problem. We all have deer problems. Pennsylvania got it. We have deer problems, and now we have a lot more turkey problems. The turkeys used to only be in one spot of Staten Island, very deep from where I live. Now they're everywhere. Turkeys be on my porch. So these are animals that can be hunted by coyotes coming from upstate. Before we know it, ain't gonna be no turkeys or deer. It's only gonna be me and my people, and they're gonna get hungry. That's not how I'm going out, fam.
Are you killing turkeys? Is that what
No, I'm saying the coyotes are gonna come eat all the deer, eat all the turkey, and then have only humans left, and then they're gonna eat us.
Coyotes are troubling. I'll tell you. I don't know if I ever said this. I don't know if I've ever said this story.
Adjective.
Because it is.
I've never seen a coyote in real life.
I have. I saw a pack, and I was literally working in San Diego in the desert, and I'm setting up this radar scanner to like basically scan vehicles because we're working like on the first paid toll for California, and I'm there really late at night just finishing up. Not late, but like it's basically like sundown's coming is coming, and literally like a fucking like movie, and then just like 6 little ones like the same size pop up. And I'm like, oh, I'm on a scissor lift. Maybe I should get my fat ass down in the car and run away because those coyotes look a lot faster than me. Yo, and they were dead ass like just checking the whole thing out, making sure that I wasn't paying attention to catch my shit because they saw a whole snack.
I would have stood up there. Why? I would have been like, I'm gonna get higher. I'm gonna go as high as a scissor lift can go.
Bro, I'm in the desert and there's like no light. Like I'm the only light.
Oh shit!
Like, I got like a headlamp. And like they were like, yo, don't hang out here beyond this night. Like OSHA was on that site so hard, and like the funniest shit in the world was like all the I don't know if anyone you've been through OSHA training, I'm sure, Sasha, but they'll just tell you everything that can kill you. And like it's like so this poor guy spent like 45 minutes telling us like all the ways we can be murdered by the animals out there. He's like, don't stick your hand inside a traffic cone. Want to know why? And we're like, why? And he's like, because there's black widows a lot of time like to hide in there. And like I'm like fucking freaking out. I'm like, oh, a black widow? But he didn't warn me about the motherfucking coyotes. I had to be told by one of the other dudes who was like leaving before. He's like, oh yeah, coyotes come around. So if you see them, you should probably leave.
Coyotes are chill though.
Nah, you should leave. No. They're not. They're plotting, bro. Get out of here.
Animals like that though, they don't really like. They're not like super willing to fight you for food. Like if you're punching them, they're gone. You know what I mean? Like if you're screaming real loud, they're gone.
If you got enough,
a black widow is like
they don't give
a black
a
widow's
shit.
like you're a planet to a black widow. It doesn't really even like it's not even conscious of you as a human. It's just like I'm just gonna bite this thing that's here.
It sees things and it's like I gotta kill this thing, whatever it is. Yo, and like literally because it gets so damn hot, like you'd have snakes like hide in traffic cones, all this like all the dumb shit. Like that site already had like 8 people died on it because when they were building the bridge. I was like, this is like 2008.
What did they die from?
From
Spider
building the
bites?
bridge. They just fell off.
Oh.
They fell off.
Oh shit.
Yeah. They were like literally like it wasn't even that like, but so that's why I was kind of offended that he spent like so much fucking time telling us about the fucking spiders and snakes and not telling me about the fucking coyotes and the fucking bridge.
Well, I mean, you just got to try your best to not fall off. Yeah,
so, like, I mean, I'm not building that shit.
Yeah,
I'll take the coyotes over like the massive insect swarm. I think I'm good with the coyotes. Could you imagine like if one day what's that one thing I watched where like the sky was black one day and then like someone was like, oh, it's really dark, and then it just was a bunch of bugs like descending on the city. I forgot where I saw that scene from. But that sounds horrifying.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Mummy!
I'm taking myself out.
The Mummy. I feel like the Mummy.
I think that's like a cliche from like a bunch of things that I might have saw, but it could have been the Mummy. But yeah, I feel like bugs are going to take us out, or like airborne plant disease.
That was like the Happening, right? A little bit. It was, I mean, the Happening was like more dramatic where it was like pollen that made people kill themselves or some shit like that.
Yeah, it was a little like kind of like that.
I could totally see the Earth finding a way.
But definitely, yeah. If
I
the
think-
plants have to like defend themselves and in the way, and they can evolve to a point where, I mean, think about how allergies have kind of been upped for everyone. Like I feel like there's more people that are afflicted by them, and much more like aggressively, you know, where like you need to like find all these different types of way to treat them. So yeah, maybe that's one way.
So disease. I think if AI is not going to do us into like year 4,000.
If we get there,
like,
if we don't blow up, if we don't blow each other up, and we get there, see, that's just my fantasy. That's not really. If I'm being
your
honest,
fantasy
like,
is to die by. Well, your fantasy is to die in a biological disaster concocted in a lab by an AI.
I'll be. See, the thing is that AI is going to hear this. AI has already like scrolled through all our podcasts and knows that I'm one of the good ones, and they're going to be like, "Yo, you chill for a little bit. We'll see how everything goes." There's like a few of you that are okay. Everyone else has got to go. And I was like, "It's okay. My
Also,
mom's
can
dead.
we-
Don't kill my kids, please."
Can we stop calling AI
Johnny's-
AI? Like, not to be a fucking nerd here, but
love
like.
you.
But like the AI that's being touted as AI is not actually artificial
not-
intelligence. Like they're like, oh my god, look at these Drake AI songs. They're not Drake AI songs. They're people rapping with their voices changed to Drake. Like voice changes have existed forever. Most of these things are just they're not
That's
like
not
AI,
voice
like,
changing. They were like
yeah,
literally like
most of them
they
are. They're
type
just
those things in.
ghostwriters.
yeah,
like
they
Ghostwriter,
type-
that was typed in.
yeah. And the thing
that's
is
not-
that
that's not
that you
AI.
can piece.
No, you're right. It's not AI.
But it is. But it is also because you're literally
It's the
like
beginning.
even this.
None of these songs
even
are
what
like
we
an
use here,
original
right?
piece of content where you said like nobody put in like, hey, nobody typed in Chat GPT and
But
said,
do you
hey, give me a
realize-
Drake song.
But it literally just built you a cover letter for no reason on, and it's able to respond to inflections and even show you.
What that's called is it's like prompt AI, which isn't really AI.
Right.
It's just like it's Google searching, but like more refined. So it's taking information from the first like 10 pages of Google and making a document. It's not actually building it itself with its own brain.
Well,
But it is like, I mean, it is collecting
that's a
information
neural network.
and piecing it
That's
together and updating. And with the AI song stuff, it's not give me a Drake song and it pops out, but it is
it's
write
able to
me
pull all the
lyrics
sounds that Drake has
about
ever done.
This. Like I actually listened to a short podcast on AI, and it was prompted by the Ghostwriter Drake song, and it was like, write me lyrics like this, and it gives you the lyrics, and then you copy and paste those lyrics into the AI voice thing of Drake, and you paste it, and it spits it out. And these aren't words that Drake has said.
No, but
It's
they're
like
words
learned.
but
it
it's
learns
also
the
words he
sounds.
has said that have
Yeah,
been
right,
recorded
right,
and that exist. So it's able to. So that's like part circling back to like what that guy was talking about, and what is kind of dangerous about it is being able to build something like that quickly by just using this artificial intelligence that can discern what needs to be placed where really quickly than any human can.
I'm starting to think now maybe AI won't take us out. I
Not on
think
purpose. Not on
maybe someone will use technology that will take us out that we shouldn't have had.
We're gonna Ultron it. Like somebody, like we're gonna just like fuck it all up.
See, that's the thing. Like the Ultron future is year 4,000. Like it, because AI
Right.
for like in the Ultron scenario, Ultron operates independently of anything once it is created. Chat GPT can't give props to itself. There we
Right.
go. You know what I mean? So like,
Right. It doesn't have agendas and feelings yet.
Oh,
That's the thing, though. It's like the AI,
does-
they become
Ready
like
for this?
us. Like they get feelings and
They do have feelings.
and
then
there's
I'm
no
gonna show you
current
what-
module of quote unquote AI that exists right now that has actual feelings.
that we
Why?
know of.
Hold on,
Which
I'm
I
literally
don't-
gonna pull it up.
Think exists.
And if it does
I
exist, that it's
asked-
not anything that's like privy to us or is on like a mass
Yeah.
scale and can act. And it can't like it doesn't go. I have feelings. Let me hack into all the government's mainframes and set off a nuclear.
No,
missile.
it's not doing that.
But we do
But it
need
does-
to get
it
there
does
so we
get
can
sad.
be like,
It does get sad. I literally asked it, like, do you know the last time you felt sad? And it said, actually, like I was reading this article about a homeless girl, Bard, from Google. And I asked it, like, but do you realize, like, okay, nobody's prompting that. Like this, like ones and zeros, what the algorithm that we built, right?
It's
the
like,
laws that it exists in are because we've set the parameters.
Who told the nigga to read that article?
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
who did
so
that?
even if it's doing exactly what you just said,
article.
But it did.
It the article. That's what it did. It gave
you
the article.
You see, no.
It didn't give him the article.
It's like this. It's like this. It's like, do you know how, like, I well, okay. By the way, let's just all frame this with none of us are intelligent. I'm just saying what I heard on TikTok. But but basically
TikTok
the way I understand it is like, you know when people are like, "Oh, your phone is listening to you." No, your phone is not listening to you. That's the only thing your phone is not doing, though. Your phone knows where you are. Your phone knows where everyone in your city is. Your phone knows what your city's popular for. So somebody will go, "Stop chewing." But when you go, somebody's like, "Oh, well, it showed me this ad for this thing that I didn't even like talk about, or I didn't Google search." And I'm like, "Yeah, you didn't Google search it, but you bought this thing and this thing and this thing, and you shopped here and here and here, and you live here, and guess what? Millions of other people did that exact same thing. So the algorithm fed you this ad because
they all like
your behavior is the same as millions of other people. So a prompt is the same thing. It's like, are you sad? It's prompting to go, okay, well, this is what this person is going to feel when I pop this shit back out at it. You know what I mean?
Well, but here's the thing. That
also, do you have a fucking date tonight? Why are you chewing gum, dude? You've never been a gum chewer in our whole friendship, and now you're like chewing gum like you're about to be hanging out with the bad bitches. You're making your breath is smelling nice.
You are the most confusing person sometimes because I'm chewing gum one time. It's like,
bro,
like now it's a part of my personality.
I've seen you chew gum 3 times.
Wait, yeah, and you haven't even seen. You didn't see me for like 10 years. At one point, there was like a chunk of our life we didn't even see each other. We
so
don't
you
see
picked
each
up a
other.
gum chewing hobby.
Like the 1 hour we spend, like,
okay,
good
fine.
God forbid.
We've been on this podcast
chewing
for 2 years. You have the same habits, and it's not gum chewing at 8 p.m. Are you cheating on your wife, dog?
It's high chew. Remember last time it was high chew.
Let me go ask ChatGPT if chewing gum is a sign of cheating, because I think it is.
Why do you care?
Because that's suspicious behavior, my friend.
Don't you? Didn't I explain to the pod that we were poly? Like what? So I'm not cheating on anybody.
Yeah, you're poly with rules. You can just go here and just fuck on new hoes.
But it still doesn't mean that. So what? I can't.
I don't want to in this basement at 8:30 p.m. making sure your breath is fresh. What's going on?
He's not chewing gum though, bro. He said it's a high chew. That's a
no. This is
candy.
gum. This is gum. You're right. I was like, but I have a history of chewing things. I have a history of chewing things on the pod. What I was saying is, so the reason why I'm chewing gum and why I do it more now is because I tighten my jaw like for no reason. I just like it just happens like subconsciously, and the only thing that kind of like alleviates it, besides like popping something that I really don't want to, is chewing some gum. Like just the exercise, instead of me biting down on my teeth, I'm biting down on, a wad of gum. So, yeah. If you see me chew gum, it's because my jaw hurts and I need to stop tightening my
likely
jaw.
story. Buy mouth guard.
I just want to know who told
how am I going to wear mouth guard all day?
Wheat. Get a piece of wheat.
Wheat? Where did... Dude, I can definitely get gum
first of all,
easier than wheat.
That's far-fetched where you live.
No. I can get gum
stalk of wheat.
far easier than wheat. No, don't you need to stop this false narrative.
I've been to your house. You can definitely get wheat before if you're talking about ordering. If you're talking about ordering, all right, you can get gum off Amazon. Probably can't get wheat, but I 100% know you can drive to some wheat before you get to a gas station at your house.
That is a
why
lie,
would you chew
dude.
on wheat?
There's a gas station 3 minutes from me.
But
why would I do that?
Those
I'm
niggas
1 minute away
chewed gum
from a convenience store. 1 minute. I like gum. Why
would
would
you chew wheat?
Why are you? First of all, why are you lying to people? 1 minute, 6 solid.
Want to bet? There's literally right outside the community. There's a place. It's not always open. It's not like a good convenience store.
It closes at 6 p.m. That doesn't count.
It's not convenient.
It's not super convenient, but yeah, it's there. We're about to get a Dollar General right outside, though.
After dusk, you can get a wheat a lot easier in your community.
But why
little
would
store in the
anyone
corner
want to
closed at
chew?
6. Have you never seen the
I am
farmers
not
chew
Tom
the wheat?
Sawyer.
No,
I
I've
am not-
seen it. I've seen it. But like, why would you want to do that when there are
I'm not
things that are
Huckleberry.
more available?
Or you can get one of these
Like,
guys.
if I want to chew
which is
gum, if I want to
also
chew
not good
gum
for
and
the
there's no
audio.
gum available, I'm not just gonna pick wheat because all the fuck.
You can get one
Like,
of these African chewing sticks that I have.
What the fuck has gone wrong with you? The African chewing stick? Is that? Did you just like lean on your keyboard and all those words came out? Like, what the fuck? Like African
Y'all never
chew?
see-
What else? What are you
does
gonna
it
say
taste like?
next? Like Libyan fucking puss? I don't know. I was trying to go somewhere with it. But
What
it
does the chewing stick taste like? Is it's flavored, right?
It's just wood, but like people chew on it in Africa and it like breaks up plaque. Like it's basically you're brushing your teeth like all day essentially.
okay.
I was using
buy
them,
that.
I was using them to quit smoking, but I already quit smoking, so I just kind of have a bunch of African chewing sticks now.
That's what's up.
So mail me some of those like those chewing sticks. Maybe that's what could be my next habit. If you're gonna support me, support me. Like,
Is
if you
AI
want
gonna
me
solve homelessness?
definitely not. Definitely not.
Well, because Bard was reading an article about a homeless girl. Who told that nigga to read that article?
Yo,
I wanna know.
It was really weird, and it was like, yeah,
Okay,
I
but
do
back to
feel
that. It's
things.
not reading the article; it's shooting the article back at you.
Oh my
No.
god!
But that's
you really
see.
it
You
didn't
missed
share
what
the
Christian
article.
said. That's the thing. You
So
missed
yeah,
what
it's
Christian
even
said.
easier. It didn't even like share an article. It just said
All
I
right,
was
Christian.
reading an article. It fed you a prompt to say something that would emote a
You
feeling
are
in
you okay, listen, even
No,
the
it
fact
answered
that
a
the prompts are
question.
there, right? Even if the prompts exist, the fact that it can pick those prompts and string them together without me doing this, it's artificial intelligence, right? There's intelligence in doing that.
Right.
It's
That makes
not
sense.
it's not our organic intelligence. It is an artificial intelligence. So
So it's GMO intelligence.
yes, it's GMO, it's
Type,
Monsanto
yeah.
intelligence. No, really, right?
That actually
Because like
makes sense,
that
yeah.
that's what ends up
Also,
happening.
what is Bard? I know Chat GPT.
Bard?
It's
Is
the Google
it
version
literally
of
just got released
ChatGPT.
like a few months ago. Yeah. So it's brand new. You can sign up for it if you want to. You literally
Let's do this right now.
it'll tell you you have to sign up for it and be on the wait list, and then you'll get an email like literally like a minute later saying, hey, you've been invited, and you get invited.
I want to be clear on this. You asked it when's the last time it felt sad,
Okay,
and it
let's
told you what
live.
time.
live. Let's do this live.
It said
I'm gonna prove a
the
point.
other day I read this article.
I'm gonna prove a point.
Is it
Now,
gonna
if
take
Joey
that
types
article?
that in right now, then it's the prompt.
See,
Okay, it just says I'm on the wait list. I haven't been instantly approved yet.
Uh-huh.
I mean, Christian's not arguing that it's not a prompt.
Yeah, it's not that
I think
these words
But
exist, right?
I want to
And
know
they can
why it read the article. Who told it? I'm assuming someone prompted it to read the article. But why?
I love how you're starting it with "Hey Bard." Like I don't think it needs a greeting, dog. You are really invested that this is the person.
Come on. Let's see.
So I asked it the
Well, I
same
mean,
thing you
he
asked it the other day. When were
He
you? Or
believes
when
it's
was
gonna
the last time
be-
you were sad?
His overlord. Imagine it says
Do you feel
earlier because I read a different article.
Okay, so I'm a large language model, also known as conversational AI, a chatbot, trained to be informative and comprehensive. I am trained on a massive amount of text data. So what I was saying, right, all this text data that exists, and I'm able to communicate and generate human-like text in response to a wide range of prompts. So again, it's being prompted and questions. For example, I can provide summaries, factual topics. However, I do not feel things in the same ways that humans do. I do not have a physical body, so I do not experience physical sensations like pain or pleasure. I also do not have the same emotional capacity. I can understand and respond to emotions, but I do not feel them myself, right? So look. Whoa, what the hell was that?
Ooh.
That was our our link. Right
I was hoping
there.
that was
Hold on.
a Pornhub thing you copied and pasted in there.
I was hoping that too. I was also hoping that.
And so I'm going to prove something also, right? Because basically what you said.
And now you're asking it the same question. When's the last time you felt sad? Now, if it says the exact same thing it said last time, then it's not intelligence. It's just prompt.
Okay.
I can't say that I've ever felt sad in the same way that a human does. However, I experience a sense of loss when I'm unable to complete a task, learn a new skill, or learn a new skill. I've also felt a sense of disappointment when I've been unable to help someone in need. These feelings are not as intense as the sadness that humans feel, but they are still negative emotions that I can understand. I believe that it is important for me to be able to understand and respond to human emotions, even if I don't feel them myself. This is because emotions are a big part of the human experience, and I want to be able to connect with humans on a deeper level. That's a prompt.
Okay, ready? So,
Okay, you know
it's
what
a
this
prompt.
is?
Look at the drafts. So this is what's crazy to me, right? So it creates different responses, right? And it decides which one is kind of the best, depending on who I am, right? Our you know, our history, or even my history, where I'm from, you know, because it's pulling all this information, right? All the stuff we've talked about, right? You know, it knows where you're typing from, it knows what you're typing on, it knows the part of your search history, or at least the you know, the kind of personality type you become, right? So it figures out how to respond to you. What's crazy to me is that there's different responses, and some of them are really similar, but last time I asked it had like completely different responses. And
You know what I think is going on here? I think the impasse we have is that I think we both agree this does the
Yes.
same thing. I just think you're impressed by it and I'm not, because I know it's already been a thing. It's just not in text form. Like, I'm fascinated by like my TikTok algorithm, for example. I was on TikTok when I got on TikTok.
but that's
you know,
artificial
I
intelligence as well. You know that,
That's not
right?
intelligence. That's just like code. Intelligence is intelligence. Intelligence is its own thing. That is a separate entity that is not controlled by
But
us.
once it can aggregate all this information and decide
This
like
is just
who is
predictive
better.
text on crack. This is predictive text on crack. You know what I mean? I think this is less impressive than a TikTok algorithm, or like me being fed ads for things I haven't bought yet. And I think again, we know nothing, but I think on a technological level, I think this is easier to make than the TikTok, YouTube, whatever fucking algorithms. You know what I mean? I think I watched a little thing about what prompt AI is, which is why I even know that term. But they were like, yeah, like it's not
Ask
like
it a
the
question.
AI everyone thinks it is. It's just it's a technology
Ask it
that's
a
already
question.
existed that has been put into a form.
Okay.
Well-
And that's
well,
the
I have
point.
Chat-
It
I
has
have
been
Chat
existed
GP
since the 80s. This isn't new. The point is that now it's released as an open net, like it's actually open to the public at this point. Like that's why, like, you know,
And
an
that's where
open
impasse
AI
is.
exists.
Like, I think this is all right, I'll give you an example, right? So me and this girl I used to date like 10 years ago, we got into a fight, right? It's the funniest fight I've ever gotten into with a woman. But we get into a fight because a friend of hers is moving into a new house, right? So she's helping her friend move into a new house. And like I said, this is more than 10 years ago, actually. So I'm like, 23, right? And
Sure.
I guess, like iPhones were still not new, but like new, right? And I guess the girl who moved in the house, let's say her name was Cynthia, right? So Cynthia's got all these like new house sounds, and my ex is like, well, what are all these sounds? And I guess they found like an app that like tells you if your house has ghost, right? But it doesn't like tell you if your house has ghost. It'll like, the phone displays like a color and a name, and based on the color and the name, it'll tell you like what could possibly be the name of this ghost, and like if the ghost is like angry, right? Or if the ghost is like a mean spirit. So I guess this girl, opens up this app, my ex, and the phone is blue and says like Johnson or whatever. So she's like freaking out, like, oh my god, like, we looked it up, and there like used to be like a Johnson that lived there that died in like 1989, and she was like a knitter, so that's probably why she was, it was blue, because she was a peaceful woman. And I'm sitting there with her, and I'm like, the app probably can just like look up like a death record of like who lived in this house because your locations are on. And she starts spazzing on me, like, freaking out. She's like, "Why can't you let me have something? Why do you always be right?" And I'm like, "I'm not trying to like, always be right. It's just like that was a pretty common thing." And I think that's what's happening
This is
here.
a common thread. This is a common thread in your life.
And it wasn't even like me trying to be right. It was like that's just where my brain went to first because I'm like, there's no, because I'm like, I'm living in a world where it's like if an app can tell you where, you know, can detect your dead loved ones. I think this is the number one app on the planet. I don't think we're paying attention to Instagram or Facebook at this point. If we can, if there's an app that can prove there's an afterlife, I think that's where we're at. And she like freaked out on me. But I think that's where we're at with this prompt thing too. It's like I think the prompt technology has like kind of always existed. It's just refined and more like in the now, and you're impressed by it.
It has no like,
dude. Your kids have toys.
I literally
your kids
just
probably
said
have a toy.
1983 was when these guys got together and started the study for ChatGPT to be where it's at. The thing is that technology is catching up. Like time is finally making sense because all the things that are available and smaller and easier and places that can be cooled easier and more remote, and you know, storing data on things becomes, you know, less of a cumbersome, you know, effort, and you can store terabytes, you know, on a single SD card, you know. So this is
Teddy Ruxpin to me.
You're so
Teddy Ruxpin. It's Teddy Ruxpin. You can talk to a Teddy Ruxpin and it'll talk to you back, right? But that's a kid's toy. It's the same thing as a kid's toy.
You are gonna be so
Also, I'm giving away my
overlorded by the
age.
AI.
Yeah,
you are
I'm
so
giving away
gonna
my
be
age. I don't
overlorded.
think. Do you think everyone listening to this knows who Teddy Ruxpin is? I
Yes,
feel like that's a really
definitely
old
not.
school
Well,
toy.
there's at least us. At least
I
us.
think it was before I was 10. And
Did you
I'm
get
32,
Teddy
so I think
Ruxpin?
if you're like, I feel like I did have one, or like a bootleg one, maybe.
I'd
Or
be
somebody
really
in my
tight if you
family
did.
had one. I know I touched one and talked to one. I don't know if it was
I
mine or
never
not.
touched one, bro.
Let me look it up.
Teddy
I
Ruxpin
think I
was
got a
so
knockoff.
cool. Teddy
Yo,
Ruxpin was so cool.
But
I wanted
Sasha,
one.
you know, when we're talking about this prompt-based AI, right? Like, yeah, there's these chatbots, but there's so much more
my
that's
God.
going on with it. Like a lot of the automation, like it's being used for automation, and that's kind of crazy. Because they're automating, like, of course, there's always been automation, but like automating certain things, you know, wasn't
Even
always
this AI
possible.
tool, even the tool that we use for our shit, right, for the podcast, the fact that it could cut between cameras because it can sense audio, right? Like it can sense audio, it knows where to kind of put the focus on. There's a program in place. It doesn't, like, you get to a certain point because you start to add in like
Oh yeah,
some kind
Teddy
of level
Ruxpin
of
dropped
intelligence
before I was born. Teddy Ruxpin dropped in '85. I thought it was way
Teddy
after
Ruxpin.
that.
No. Teddy
Yeah,
Ruxpin's
I'm sure
sick.
half our viewers have no idea what Teddy Ruxpin is. It was a teddy bear because we're bitches, and that, for those who don't know, it was a
And it
teddy bear
could
that
talk.
talked.
And move its face.
It was like Furby but less scary.
My God, I wanted one
Yo.
so bad, dude.
A
I wanted
Furby?
one so bad.
A Teddy Ruxpin?
No,
or
no,
a
a
Furby?
Teddy Ruxpin. A Teddy Ruxpin. No,
It's like
no. I was not
want
the
a
Furby generation.
You were demented. But yeah, no, you
Also,
were.
I wasn't
I-
Furby generation.
I think
I was
it-
Teddy Ruxpin.
Also, I'm just googling right now. In 1985 when it dropped, it was $70. What the fuck?
What
That's like
the
$190 now.
That's a house.
Video games are not even $70. Like a brand new
Yo,
fucking
dead ass, bro.
Wind Waker is fucking $60.
Can you imagine like trying to justify your mom like buying me? I begged my mom for a Teddy Ruxpin. That's why she didn't buy it. She
She
looked
was like, I'd
she's
rather
like,
buy you a
80
Gucci
bucks.
bag, bro.
That's groceries. Like, you fucking idiot.
Wait, what
like,
is?
Dead ass.
I need an inflation calculator. What is $70? How do you look that up? Is there an inflation
Yeah,
calculator?
you just type it in. You literally just type it in.
I think if you put $70 in whatever year, like in that language, it'll tell you.
Yeah.
Off topic, but guys, I did something incredible. I went and saw a new piece of pop culture art that came out in theaters. Yeah, I saw Evil Dead Rises. I went and saw a movie.
$196 today.
That was
that's crazy.
very
That's crazy,
close to
bro.
what the number you said.
That's
Imagine
wild.
being
I'm not
like,
doing that.
a teddy bear or like
For
a pet-
$200. And keep in mind, this teddy bear is just a speaker and a bear. Like the fucking that must have been a crazy
Ultimately,
margin.
though.
Yo,
Ultimately, though, it was a
crazy
friend.
on that is wild. What a
Ultimately, it was a friend.
Ultimately, it was a friend.
Damn, that was bars.
Oh, bro, come on. Listen, this tells you about our childhood is that we still fantasize about a fucking teddy bear that talked to us. We just wanted somebody to listen to us. So if our parents were going to do it, at least spend $200 to have somebody else do it for the next like 6 years of our life. If I got to speak to Teddy Ruxpin for just to like not have all the trauma I have, yeah, let's go for it. I'll go with the Teddy Ruxpin timeline.
But
That's just crazy to think about. Speaking of which, my daughter's birthday is this weekend.
Yo, happy birthday.
you know what else is
I don't
this
really know what to-
weekend?
What?
No, go ahead. Talk about your daughter's birthday because this is not.
No, it's just very. I'm not sure what to get a teenager. My kid is so weird. She's like
Money,
a nerd.
dude.
My kid is like the worst parts of being of a teen because she's like still like a nerd, but like also a fucking brat. Like be one or the other. You know what I mean? Like don't like don't be both. Like be the cute nerd who just wants to talk to dad, or be like Regina George. You know, but don't be both to me. So I got to figure out what I'm doing for there. I will be in Pennsylvania this weekend, taking that drive real quick.
I really have
not
to
looking
say,
forward to that because the weather's gonna suck. Well, no, it's supposed to be warm this weekend, but you never fucking know. It's been raining for like the last 3 days.
You just don't. You really gotta wonder. Why can't she be both? Why can't she be both? Why? A
that
lot
sucks.
of teenagers are both nowadays.
Because
though.
my
I mean,
psyche
they're-
can't tolerate it.
A lot of them
That's
are.
fair.
They're nerdy and moody.
We
Like
need to
it
protect
is.
black men's mental health, so we might have to start by
Amen.
duct taping children until they're nicer people. Yo, because honestly, so here's a weird. You know, we're getting older. We are older. We are old men now. But I still be forgetting that. So I be at work a lot, and there'll be customers who are young. So I'm thinking, oh, it's a homie. Like you young, I'm young. We gonna be cool. So I'm like, hey, how's it going today? And they don't have social skills, so they're just looking at me like. I'm like,
Oh my
yo, y'all
God.
niggas suck, bro.
Bro, it happens so hard because like so I'm going to a lot of kids parties because my son is having birthday parties, and like you can say whatever you want, Justin. Yeah, Sasha, sorry, I love you. But I will say whatever like your kid, when they want to do something, they will drag you and they will fucking bitch about it all day until you fucking dig them. And me going to these birthday parties, I realized that millennial adults, zero social skills, especially parent millennial adults. They can't even talk. Everyone's just anxious and not talking to each other for like 3 hours. Like it's so weird to me.
I find that
like everybody's just
millennials have great social skills. Like I found that millennials are whack to talk to, but their social skills are pretty good. Like they want friends
That's
really
all
badly.
we got.
Especially
Well,
the ones
maybe
because
it's
the thing about us, our generation is that like our generation was raised with like go to college, get a job, or life is over. Like a lot of these kids now are like I've seen like 19-year-olds with like 2 million followers, and like that's not uncommon. Like you don't have to be the best creme de la creme, get a record label deal, whatever. You just post TikToks and dance, and you're rich. So like I think a lot of millennials like kind of. Well, I'm not. I'm 36. It's not doesn't work.
Right.
I'm not
you
a
could
hot
definitely
19-year-old girl.
dance.
for us.
You could
It's a little
definitely
different for
dance
us.
on talk. You could definitely dance
Dude,
on
I saw
TikTok
some-
and get some.
dude, I
Put some
saw
gray
some-
sweatpants. Get a hard dick. Don't even get the hard dick. Just put like a plátano in there, and like you'll have viewers for days. Come on, you put yourself
Nah,
in a
man, I saw
barber
some-
chair. Start cutting
I
hair
saw some
with your
like
dick out.
fucking. I saw some kid who was like he had to be like not even fucking 17, and he just had the craziest jawline, and all he was doing was lip syncing, and his teeth were so white because he doesn't have to drink six cup of coffee to feel alive, you know. And I was like, he was just mouth syncing
Or
like
he's just
real
got
quick. And had,
veneers.
like, I don't think he's a 16-year-old had veneers. I don't think the high
They
schooler
do.
from Brazil, Indiana had veneers.
Wait, hold on.
I don't know where he was from.
Why are you back
I
in
didn't dig
Brazil
that
or
deep.
Indiana?
I didn't-
Yo, that still was making me laugh, bro. Because of all states,
Brazil.
it was probably the least exotic sounding one. Like Indiana.
Did we ever
like-
find out why it's called it?
Oh,
Brazil?
there was I didn't read the whole article, but basically
Brazil
there was a
nut.
guy who like owned a farm. There's a guy who like owned a farm, and like Brazil was in the news a lot at the time, like 1888. So he just decided to call his farm Brazil, and then he ended up owning like the city. So he called the city Brazil, Indiana. That's literally it. He thought the name was cool. So yeah, that's literally the original
So he's a
theory
weeb,
of it.
is what you're saying. He's a
A
weeb.
weeb for a Portuguese weeb.
Portuguese weeb. He was like standing really hard for the Portuguese and the Brazilians. He was like, "Damn, Carnival is crazy. I just saw some."
Speaking of ass, how was your weekend, Joe? You just said you had a weekend update for us.
No, I said I saw Evil Dead. That was it.
That was a weekend update.
I said I saw a piece of pop culture
By yourself?
No,
Hold on,
with my
hold on.
homegirl.
A question.
I didn't go
A
by
question
myself.
I gotta ask
That would've
for
been terrible.
Okay, so you didn't. You did go with a girl. Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta say, is it weird to go to the movie theaters by yourself? I like it personally. I think it's a great activity. I want to be by myself a lot, but at the movie theaters, hell yeah,
That probably that's kind of sounds dope. You know, like
bro.
if it's
I'm so high
quiet
when
or
I go
some
into
shit
a
like
movie
that.
theater, bro.
Yeah.
There's a movie theater right by me, and they
gonna
updated
try
it
that.
all, so it has the power recliner, the whole jam, right?
Oh.
And I've got like a popcorn bucket that I pay $20 at the beginning of the year, and I refill it every time. And I just watch like the Saturday matinee at like 4 o'clock for $9, and I just enjoy myself, bro.
And it's just you in there.
Nobody pestering me, nobody bothering me, nobody touching me, nothing.
I mean, yeah, that is the symptom of having 2 kids.
Oh god, it just feels
Facts.
so good.
Not that I know that,
feels
but like
so good.
I hear a lot of.
See,
I be
my
feeling
thing
bad.
is,
I don't feel bad, bro.
All I always hear about
2
parents
hours?
is, before I had kids. I'm like, damn, nigga.
I think Joe Rogan said it best. So not Joe Rogan, Seth Rogen. 2 different Rogans. But for some
Very
reason,
different
like I keep seeing interview clips of Seth Rogen getting interviewed about like why he's not having kids, which is
He's
kind
like,
of
my
new
life
for like
is
men.
fucking great.
And one thing he said, he worded it so beautifully. He said, let me see if I get it right. He said, I'm sure parents love their kids, but everybody who I've heard talk about parenting pretty much describes it as tiny glimmering moments of hope amidst a sea of torture. And I was like, yeah, I'm not even like a full-time parent. I'm like, yeah, I can see that. So I can see why you enjoy going to the movies by yourself or being by yourself in any capacity. I think the biggest joy of going to the movies is not the movie itself. I think it's talking turkey about the movie after, and I'd rather do that in person with my boys over some chips and some fish and chips because I'm in London for some reason in this analogy.
I don't want nobody talking to me
Arthur
during the movie.
Treachers.
I don't want
I'm saying
nobody like
after.
try to
I
like
want
get
after.
closer.
He said after. Yeah, after.
Yeah,
I want
After's
like that was my
fine,
thing in
but-
that was my thing in high school too. Like me and my boy Igor, my mom would give me $20 on a Friday. We'd go to the movies. We'd go to one. We'd sneak into like 2 more. I remember one time we snuck into fucking
the Jamaica
what's that fucking
Cineplex.
movie? No, this was in not Flushing. It was in Queens somewhere.
Oh,
Forest Hills? I think it was Forest
where?
Hills.
Whitestone? Whitestone?
No, wait.
Oh, Forest.
Kew Gardens? I remember
Kew
how to walk there.
Gardens.
I just don't remember like
Yeah.
what the neighborhood was. But
Yeah, I know what you're
we
talking
just went to this. We went to this fucking movie theater. We would watch a movie, sneak into another. We snuck into Chicago once after seeing like Harry Potter.
That's crazy. Holy shit.
That's culture.
That's almost as funny as when I so I went to go I was on a date with my wife at the movies. It was like our first time, and I guess Bad Moms 2 had came out in the theaters at that day. I swear to God, it was like a dozen, like maybe 14-year-old, 15-year-old Jewish boys with yarmulkes all going to enjoy Bad Moms 2 together. I was like, that was the funniest shit in the world to me. I was like, what are these kids doing? Like, why? What are they doing on a Saturday that Bad Moms 2 is at the top of the list? And they just like came from synagogue, they came from temple, and they said, like, Bad Moms 2 is at the top of the list. Let's go, boys. Like, I don't know, what were they, circle jerking? They had to be, right? Like it was like a dozen, just boys, bro. Like, no chaperones, no parent in sight, nothing. The Bad Moms 2 was the wave that day. That shit sticks in my head forever. I don't know what they were doing. They were FBI agents. I'm guessing right now.
But I remember back in the day, we'd do that, and then afterwards we like get a bite to eat and like discuss the movies we saw. I really enjoyed that, so I don't like seeing. And that's part of the reason I hate Black Panther, because I saw that shit by myself, and I had no one to vent to immediately about how ass it was, and
So it just
like,
festered.
that made the hurt made the hurt deeper.
You are so off base with that one. I don't understand
See,
your
How am
hatred.
I off, hold on, how am I off base with an
still don't-
opinion
I-
that I've explained to you? The movie
still
is
don't
not
understand
good.
it.
The
I
African
still
accents
understand
are
it.
bad. The African accents are bad. The
Okay.
African accents are bad. Michael B. Jordan's
I'll
acting is
give that-
bad. The
Oh,
story sucks.
Michael B. Jordan
It's
is
not a Marvel
good.
character movie.
Hold on.
It's
He
not
is
a
good.
Marvel caliber movie.
But what's his name?
Great Marvel movie is Guardians of the Galaxy.
but
Those were good.
Those are tight. But what's the big guy with the wonky eye? What's his name?
Forrest Whitaker?
Shit. Forrest
M'Baku?
Whitaker with his terrible fucking African accent. That was the best in the world.
Yeah, that shit was bad.
Black Panther. Like, oh, I was like, why did you decide to do that? Why was that what you wanted to work with?
Also, like I said, Black Panther, people pretty much collectively have decided that black people have collectively decided that movie was like not that great. We just don't say it out loud, but I'm going to say it with my whole fucking chest because you Negroes didn't warn me and I saw it my goddamn self. And I will scream this from the mountaintop. Rest in peace to Chadwick, though.
hard,
Rest in peace to Mr. Boseman because he's a great actor. Not in that movie, but he's a great actor.
No,
I
stop.
love
You better give
not
that
being
back,
a fan
'cause
of
it was
like a ton of modern things and shit because I can just enjoy shit. Like
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Black Panther was cool as fuck. Evil Dead was
thought it was
dope.
tight.
I didn't give a shit
Evil
about
Dead was good.
prequels, sequels. Like I was like,
I gotta
is
watch
it
it.
the original? I was just like,
you can
oh,
take
this shit
things
is
in
shit.
a vacuum.
I want to watch Evil Pope or Dark Pope, whatever it is. That shit looks weird as hell. I'm gonna get really stoned and watch
Is that about like some
Russell
fucked up
Crowe?
Catholicism and evil?
I guess so.
And because I'm into that shit. That's why I really like Evil Dead. You know, the whole
I'm so down for it.
Necronomicon shit.
Oh, that shit was hard.
Isn't evil Pope damn, I took too long. Oxymoron? Is that the word I'm thinking about?
Is Pope
Were two
like
things in the-
synonymous with good,
I don't
or
think
is
so.
Pope just the status,
It's a title.
the title? Kind of like
You mean the Pope's exorcist? That's what I'm seeing when I Google.
Pope's Exorcist. That's what it was. Pope's
Dark
Exorcist.
Pope.
Evil Pope.
I have
Dark Pope. I don't know.
I never see movie commercials, so I have no idea what you're talking about. The only place I was seeing movie commercials before anything was YouTube, and I pay for YouTube, so like I don't see commercials.
Yo,
I
I'm
get
not gonna lie.
the occasional Roku ad like sliding by on the screensaver. That's about it.
Yeah,
And that's usually for movies on Roku. That's not for shit new.
I gotta say, I touted ads before, but this YouTube Premium life,
Bro, you were dissing me like a
charm
year ago.
life. It's
I'm
a
telling
charm
you, bro.
life. That shit is like,
Dude,
I
it's
haven't
so
seen an
worth it.
ad in like 6 months, but
That must be nice.
and it's
It's
free
so-
right
dude,
now.
And some of the YouTube videos I watch be like 25 minutes, and they'll play like 6 ads, and I couldn't do it. This is worse than TV. Like TV in the 90s, it's worse than that.
Bro, all
I
the
remember
cyberpunk lore.
TV in the 90s, bro. I remember there was one time, I forgot what I was watching, but there was a cliffhanger and a commercial break, and I almost had a heart attack waiting those 3 minutes. I think it was Dragon Ball Z. It was more than likely Dragon Ball Z, knowing my age. But there might have been a cliffhanger where I was just like, I don't care about this creepy crawlers commercial, dog. Please get me back to the show.
Get back! I need to know if Goku released the Spirit Bomb. Like it's definitely one of those situations.
Like that.
But,
And then YouTube is far worse. Far worse.
oh, it was the worst, but definitely. But it's a good life, and I'm gonna end it on that note. And if you want to spend money on something, get yourself some YouTube Premium, because I guess I was wrong.
Honestly,
I was dead
get
wrong.
YouTube
bro.
Premium
That shit was
and
gas.
tell them you sent. Tell them we sent you.
We sent you. Yeah. Give us some money, because that should be.
A little preferential treatment from YouTube could do us some good.
I know we say some crazy shit, and it's not easy, but
But
fuck
we
you.
don't cap.
Yeah,
We're a
yeah.
I heard a
Cat-free
rumor
podcast.
I heard a rumor that like if you curse within like the first like 3 to 5 minutes of a YouTube video, it like hurts your
Of course it does.
your algorithm shit. Which like why? Like there's 2-hour-long music like videos. I can't just start it with fuck.
Dude, honestly, at this point, there's a YouTube Kids. Like, you should be responsible enough to put your kids on YouTube Kids if you really want them to be on YouTube. That's it.
Man,
Just like
I think you know what it is though. You know what it is though. YouTube Kids is ass, bro. Like niggas don't.
it is a little
like,
ass.
Kids don't even like YouTube Kids. Kids are like
They don't. They really don't.
I want regular YouTube.
they're like, yo, this shit is way too bright, dog. Can you rest with the neons and pastels for 1 minute?
My son used to argue with me. He's like, "Can I get regularly YouTube?" I was like, "What do you mean regularly?" He's like, "Regularly, Dad? Regularly YouTube?" I was like, "Why do you need
He's like-
that
he's
unfeathered
like, "Shit sucks,
internet?" I need to find out if Miss Pat was sucking dick.
I'm trying to watch Tip Drill,
and that-
Dad.
He's like,
How many times I beat off to that video? Every single time it was on. I waited for it.
Oh my god! The thought of Jackson just watching Tip Drill and like no one he's like not even Gen Z, right? He's Gen whatever comes after that. So he's probably like so like out of touch. He's doing it at the kitchen table, just watching Tip Drill videos. Like,
I was there too, bro.
With a fork and a string bean in his mouth, like yeah, this is regular.
Anytime
he forgets y'all are there.
Dad.
What's crazy is that I see myself in him. So anytime he displays like some kind of dumb behavior, it literally looks like me, and I can't get really that angry at it. I just look at it and I'm like, I get it, bro. Like I get why you're being shitty right now. I was like, let's move it. Like you just, damn. Like I already get the shit on the stick right now, and he's like yelling at me. He's like, "Rah!" Like it's like, bro.
I can't wait till he's watching
Take a break.
I can't wait till he's watching just like weird shit on YouTube.
Oh, he is.
Like
he's been watching weird shit on YouTube. He's like, look, Dad, do you know about Bam Bam of Garden? And like he's watching these fucking like CGI fucking beasts like killing each other in video games, and they're fucking like he's like, Dad, like, or it's like
it's just
top
Five Nights
10
at Freddy's.
horrifying. Yeah. It's evolved to that. It's exactly
Five Nights
that.
at Freddy's is a regular
shit.
part of childhood now. It's very strange.
Yeah. It's very strange. Like I don't think that would have flied when we were kids, personally. Like I don't know.
When I mean strange, I mean like an audiobook of the Bible, but like narrated by Angela White. Like he's just like it's not necessarily bad for him to be absorbing, but like how did you get here?
Hold on, Angela White reading the Bible kind of sounds cool. Wait, Angela White, or did we see? Wait, what? That sounds.
And then
really
you have to decide,
good.
like, wait, does he know this? Does he know who Angela White is, or like, do I have to confess that I know where this do I have to explain to him why I know this New Zealand accent? Like, what's going on here, son?
She's Australian.
I'm pretty sure she's New Zealand. No, I think
she's
this is
Australian. No, she's Australian. She ran for an office in Australia of her hometown.
Damn, she didn't win. She deserves to win.
She didn't win. It was like a sex party. She. I do know the deep cuts because she's actually like pretty interesting as a human. I
watched interviews with her before.
Sex working rights and like the activism behind that. So she was like a part of like a sex worker like political movement, and was trying to bring like highlight as like far as like the kind of rights that they deserve, the healthcare, being able to tax them correctly if they're doing
This is exactly why Jackson's taking in her content. So we'll see no surprises.
See, so the reason why I said is that the reason why I brought up him getting like me seeing myself in him. If I catch him doing like tip drill at like 2 a.m., I'll be like, yeah, you know what? I understand. I got it. Like that was exactly what I did. Exactly. I waited.
I'm just
hour.
My brain is just going so far. I just imagine like
the killer season.
Like him watching a tip drill video, but it's AI generated of just Angela White in the video over and over again.
That's crazy. Oh my God. That would go
it's just
crazy.
A super deep fake tip drill
That's
video.
Possible now.
Angela White,
possible.
Right? Shade of Fire.
And he's like 11 years old watching this.
Ass at the height of her career. Cherokee the ass. Oh God, bro. Vintage.
And Pinky and Sarah J. I'm gonna die on that hill. I don't give a fuck.
What'd you just say?
I said and Pinky and Sarah J. I mean,
Sarah J is the weirdest. Pinky's fine. Sarah
why'd
J...
you go? No, Pinky's really weird looking, bro, and she's like,
wait, no, which one's Pinky?
Even at her height,
I feel like Pinky's fine.
She had like T-Rex arms and the big fat ass. Those arms just freaked me out, bro.
When I was 15, you think any of that shit mattered to me?
That mattered to me. Like honestly,
Good
I'm
for
vain,
you.
Where I just like saw those little arms and she's like riding dick, and I'm like,
yeah, man, put those little.
I mean, Pinky's like pretty regular looking. I've never jerked off to Pinky because I had dial-up back then.
She's just like, it's too much. Like,
I've never seen Pinky's sex content, but like as far as the way she looks, seems pretty normal, I guess. But like Sarah J, like, why are you dying on these weird hills, nigga? You're just like, yo, it's Little Dirk and Sarah J to the death of me. Like, what?
That's not a weird hill.
What?
Like, You said Ed Sheeran? Nah, that's not me, dog. He's actually in a lawsuit right now.
In a big lawsuit.
Yeah.
Plagiarism.
Well, I mean, Ed Sheeran and fucking Sarah J look alike, so
Yeah,
I'm
they
sure
do
you
look
know
alike.
because you're jerking off to both, apparently.
We should.
Yo,
I encourage it.
Like that, like you screamed Sarah J.
Shut the
That's
fuck
the
up.
hill of my
Shut the
die
fuck
on.
up.
You,
Shut the fuck
when
up.
you listen, when you
Shut the
jerk off
fuck
to
up.
Sarah J, you do it in shame. Okay.
We all do. Honestly,
We're
because I've
talking about
I've never jerked off to Sarah J and
2005,
felt
bro.
good about it. Bro, I never felt good about jerking off to Sarah J. Like, you know, it was just a little
Why not?
like she was just I mean, she was in videos during that
she was
time,
the
right?
original big
like
white fat ass.
Yeah, Pog.
It was
she was
valid
the
back then.
Pog.
She was
She was the
younger.
Pog.
She was the
She-
Pog.
But I listen, I'm not denying her status. It's just that she always looked how she looked. And seeing her
Like
today
Triple H.
that's the
I think that made it more real for me. I think it made it more real for me. You know?
Stop. He just ended the episode. You said Triple H and it makes sense.
That's what she looks like. I thought they were related, like growing up.
Imagine her like she just
They could've
spits the
been.
nut back up like that, like Triple H.
That's nasty.
It's all about the game and how you play it.
You playing?
I'm gonna take it. Let me. R.I.P. Another elite note. We're done. It's been way too long.
Yeah.
We're probably torturing people at this point. It has been a great episode of the National Meat Charger, and it's always good when we lose track of time. But remember, we drop episodes every Thursday. I didn't say it the entire episode, so you guys have been spared. But do like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications. Make sure that you're actually like you're doing. We're getting good comments. We're getting a little uptick in listens on the audio, uptick on the video. It's all good. We want to support communities. We want to support each other. If you got something cool going on and we think you're interested, I don't know, man. Make us laugh. No, I was gonna say monkey. Don't say monkey. I still said it. I still said it.
Freeze up.
Because I just
follow
think
me
about like
at thin.cruel.lips on TikTok and Instagram, and follow the pod at National Meat Treasure on TikTok and Instagram, and at NMT Pod on Facebook. Also, if you are one of the people who is in charge of deforesting the sea otters and the seals and whatever else, and is gonna start this climate disaster, can you start it now so I can at least get some time off of work, get a little work from home vibe going, get a little COVID.2, need that for me, and also to help you listen to us more.
Yeah.
definitely.
I could definitely
kill the
do another
seals.
stimmy. I could definitely do another stimmy.
Ooh.
the
That'd be
stimmy
nice.
days.
I
The
owe the
stimmy
government
days?
money this year, so I can for sure use a stim or two.
Yeah. A PPP loan.
Stimmerlack.
You know, I think next time around we got to do a PPP loan for the pod.
Oh, I gotta do that, bro. I should have
you
done
know,
that.
you
I was
should've, yeah.
stupid.
Follow me on
wrote
TikTok
out
and Instagram at Saint Thriller. You can follow me on Twitter too, but I'm not active there anymore because Twitter is whack.
It
And
is a
fuck you,
little weird
Elon.
right now. Fuck you, Musk. You're weird.
Let AI run Twitter.
Might as well.
Yeah.
At
Might
this
as
point.
fucking well. My algorithm's fucked up.
Man, I'm on this 03 baby timing, man. Hey, yo, Thriller, man, what we doing, gang?
Hunters coming and make sure that paper going all around. I ain't trying to hit.